This is the Well Body Podcast with your host, Renee, the place where everyday women learn how to stop running on empty, reset their energy, nourish their bodies, and feel strong again. Let's get into it. If you've listened to this entire energy series, I want to say thank you, not just for listening, but for being willing to understand your body on a deeper level. This final episode is about integration. Not more information, not more rules, not another list to follow, but about creating your personal energy blueprint, something that supports you through different seasons, workloads, hormonal phases, and life changes. Energy isn't something you chase, it's something that you build. Energy is a system, not a single habit. And energy doesn't come from just one thing. It comes from nourishment, movement, nervous system regulation, sleep, metabolic support, setting boundaries, and emotional well-being. If one pillar is under-supported, the system wobbles. Your blueprint brings these pillars into balance. So, step 1, nourishment that supports your energy. Your body needs consistent fuel. That means you need to, first of all, eat enough. Stop trying to slash all your calories and eat as little as possible and punishing yourself for the weekend. Eat enough food every day and you'll feel more satiated, more satisfied, and less likely to binge. You do this by prioritizing protein, including fiber-rich plants, supporting your blood sugar, and not skipping meals. Food is information. When nourishment is steady, energy will stabilize. And on that note, if you need help with your nutrition and you're struggling to choose what foods to eat, you don't know how to structure your meals, you're unsure about the foods that you need to eat in order to feel your best, to feel energized, to feel healthy, and just to feel confident, then I've got you. Check the link below for my latest Reset to Rise program, which has amazing recipes and nutrition guides and plans to help you feel your best, fuel your body, feel energized and strong, and to finally just start feeling like yourself again. Honestly, your energy will never be the same when you start eating this way. For more information, click the link below. I'm currently offering a special for all of my Well Body podcast listeners, so do check that out. Use the code WellBody and save 10%. Right, back to the episode. Okay, step 2. Movement that builds, not drains. Okay, so your energy blueprint includes strength training for resilience, walking for daily vitality, mobility for pain reduction, and rest days without guilt. Movement should leave you feeling better, not flattened. And I also want to encourage you to find 20 minutes a week or one session that you do in a week that is high intensity. It is you working to your max capacity in a cardio session. And you could look at doing something like the Norwegian 4x4x4 method. And this is a great method for women to be doing. And it's where you spend 4 minutes working to your max capacity on some kind of cardio apparatus or skipping or sprints outside or running outside 4 minutes. Then you rest for 4 minutes and you do that 4 times. So some form of strength training, okay, to build muscle for inner resilience. More muscle means more energy. It also has so many other benefits, but we're not going to get into that right now. Walking to keep your body moving, because being sedentary is a new disease it's a slow killer and it's scary. So you need to move your body more. That's not just doing 30 to 60 minutes of formal exercise. You're moving around. That could be cleaning your house if you don't get out for a walk that day. But daily movement is really important for your vitality and your longevity. And then we do our mobility, because mobile bodies and supple joints are going to reduce the likelihood of injuries and body aches and pains. And then also it's important that you rest so that you encourage your muscle to grow, so that you encourage your body to get fitter and stronger. The fitter and stronger happens in the recovery, so make sure you have rest days without guilt. Your movement routine is going to help you feel incredible. It's going to help you feel better, okay? It's going to improve your energy. Even if right now you don't have the energy to do it, once you start exercising and you get into a routine of exercising, your energy will improve. And it will make a massive difference to how you feel. You've got to start somewhere. Do not use the excuse, I'll start when I'm fit enough. Oh, start when I've got this, or just start. Start with just some push-ups and squats. And if you need help with a program for your strength training, then check out some of the workout programs I have available on the Beyond the Body app. I have some great workouts, whether it's resistance training from home, resistance training from the gym, or even just more mobility. I've got you covered. So if you want help with those, do check out my programs below in the show notes. Again, for my Wow Body listeners, I will be offering a discount of 10% off. So check that out if you are struggling and you need help. The next step is a regulated nervous system. So your blueprint must include regulation, and that might look like breath work, walking outside, just having designated quiet time, nervous system breaks if you're at work, trying to find ways to feel less stimulated and just more present. Calm creates capacity, and capacity creates energy. You have energy to do more and do the things you love when you create that capacity through being more calm and centered and regulated, okay? So choosing one of those things or two of those things that you can include in your blueprint for energy that are going to help you to regulate your nervous system. My favorites would be breath work and walking outside, and probably some quiet time with my book. Those for me are great for helping me regulate my nervous system. And then also getting that phone away at nighttime. I am not responding to anyone past 6 o'clock. Goodbye. You can see me and talk to me tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, have those strong boundaries around the devices that are so slowly soul-sucking you, okay? Step 4 of your blueprint is sleep as a non-negotiable. So sleep is not optional in your blueprint. It is a non-negotiable. So you need to make sure that you are protecting your sleep by having consistent bedtimes, having a wind-down routine, morning light exposure, and adequate food during the day, because sleep is where your energy is restored. So in your blueprint, you need to try and figure out how you can make sleep a priority and how you can improve your sleep. And you probably do need to find a routine that works for you. And you probably do need to set some boundaries around evening times so that you are getting better sleep. Okay. Step 5 of your blueprint is metabolic support over restriction. So a healthy metabolism needs enough food. It needs muscle mass, it needs recovery, and it needs low chronic stress. Your body isn't designed to be in survival mode forever. Okay, a little bit of stress is fine, but if we're constantly stressed, we need to find ways to support our metabolism, okay? Support will bring energy back. So, making sure you're eating enough food, back to the nutrition element, okay? Making sure you're training to improve your muscle mass and grow muscle. And then making sure you're getting enough sleep and not feeling guilty for having those rest days for your recovery. And then regulating your nervous system to help lower chronic stress. So step 1 to 4 is going to help you achieve step 5 in your blueprint, okay? Then we move to step 6, which is boundaries and energy protection. Your blueprint includes saying no, creating space, reducing emotional labor, honoring your capacity. So you need to find ways that work for you, that help you to set more boundaries and to help you protect your energy. So whether you set yourself some goals, and those goals might be, I'm going to say no more, especially if I mean it, or I'm going to tell this person that I can't hang out with them unless they promise me not to bring up XYZ because I don't have the capacity to hold them to talk about that thing. So you can create your own personal goals around your boundaries and energy protection, but this needs to be a part of your blueprint. And once you start to notice yourself doing those things more, then you can improve it even more so. Okay? Step 7 of your blueprint is understanding your cycles, seasons, and having flexibility. Your energy will fluctuate. That is normal. Your blueprint will need to adapt to your menstrual cycle phases, busy seasons of your life, recovery phases of your life, and emotional seasons. Consistency doesn't always mean sameness. So with your menstrual cycle phases, for example, you're going to have higher energy phases in your menstrual cycle versus others. Now, if you have got step 1 to 4 in a good place, your nutrition is getting amazing, your movement is becoming more consistent, you're getting great sleep, you're starting to regulate your nervous system more, you're probably going to find that you have great energy throughout most of your cycle. And it might just be 1 or 2 days before your period's due that it's a little bit on the lower side because you're about to have your period, you're about to have your bleed. Now, if you're not honoring your needs and you're not listening to your body and you're not doing these things to improve your energy, you're going to have a rough luteal phase and probably a rough ovulation too. During your menstrual cycle, especially after you've bled, after menstruation, you move into your follicular phase. This is what I call the springtime. Springtime energy is supposed to, you're supposed to see your energy increasing. Then you reach ovulation, which is your summer phase, and this is supposed to be your peak. Like, you can go for it, okay? I just had my summertime, and honestly, I went for a run, mowed the lawns, organized the kids' rooms. Like, it's crazy what you can do in the summertime when you've got good energy and your foundations are right. Then you come to your luteal phase. Now, just because you're in autumn, which is what I call luteal phase, doesn't mean the whole entire luteal phase is going to be awful. If you're not eating enough, if you're not eating well, if you're not exercising, if you're not getting enough sleep, that luteal phase will probably be a rough time and you'll probably start noticing PMS a week before your period. However, that can be improved when you start honoring your needs, when you set boundaries, when you eat well, when you move more. So this energy blueprint is not just about you feeling your best, but it's also about helping your body as a woman to thrive at its best. So when you've got these foundations in place, not only is it going to improve your menstrual cycle energy, not only is it going to improve your perimenopausal symptoms, not only is it going to improve things in that hormonal space, but it's also going to help you cope better in the busy seasons. So if you have a busy week ahead, but you've got good food prepped in the fridge, you've scheduled in your workouts, you're making sure that movement is a priority, and you're also being strict around your sleep time and setting boundaries around who you're seeing that week because you're busy, you're actually able to cope with those seasons a lot better. Okay? If you're in a recovery phase because you've had surgery or you've gone through something or you've injured yourself, you're going to cope better when you've got these energy steps and this blueprint in place. And emotional seasons. When you let go and you stop worrying about what others think, you can emotionally express yourself a lot better. And that makes a massive difference to your energy as well. So what does consistent energy actually feel like? Consistent energy doesn't mean hyper or wired, like some people call me a bit crazy, but I just feel good all the time because I follow these steps. But it feels like steadiness, it feels like clarity, it feels like resilience, it feels like motivation without force. It feels calm and confident. It also feels like a body you trust. This is what sustainable energy looks like. So, your task after listening to the energy series right now is to go through each step and create your own blueprint. And you can do this by writing it down in your notes on your phone, or even better, do it on pen and paper. I honestly think we need to just stop using our phones for everything and just get a piece of paper or get your notebook or your journal out and write down each step, a nutrition section, a movement section, etc., and start writing down some bullet points as to what you're going to do to start improving your energy and to create your own energy blueprint. And then once you start getting really good with the blueprint you've put in place and you're like, wow, I feel like I've got the capacity to do more, then you can come back and listen to one of these episodes, or you can come back and add more to your blueprint because your capacity is expanding to be able to hold more, to be able to do more. So if there's one message that I want you to take from this entire series, it's this. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You're not failing. Your body has just been adapting. When you listen, support, and work with your biology, energy returns naturally. And you can do this. You're very capable of doing this. And I want to thank you so much for being here for the energy series, especially if you've made it this far and you've listened to every episode. Thank you for choosing to understand your body and work with her. And thank you for letting this be the start, not the end, of your energy journey. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the energy series. I've really enjoyed creating these episodes. It's been so much fun. And I'm really looking forward to the next series, which is going to be all on gut health. Now, if you listen to the Nutrition Energy podcast, you'll understand how important gut health and nutrition is for your energy. And we only just scratched the surface there. So in this next series, I'm going to be diving deep into gut health, the foods to eat to improve your microbes, what gut health even is, and how to improve your life through your diet. So do stay tuned for that next season. I'm so excited. I've already started planning my episodes and recording them, and I know you're going to absolutely love it. I'm going to make gut health as digestible as possible, no pun intended, but I'm going to make it so that you can understand the research on gut health and how it affects our mood and our energy, and everything is constantly emerging. It's a new science and it's exciting. And this is what's making nutrition even more exciting, because we're constantly learning and evolving and adapting in the nutrition space, which is why I want to make sure that all the information that comes out to you is digestible as possible so you understand and can start implementing it into your own life. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you've enjoyed this season. Please let me know by either flicking me a message or leaving me a 5-star review. And if this podcast and these series are helping you, then please do me the biggest favor by leaving me a 5-star review and even sharing this podcast with someone you know in your life that could do with a little bit of an energy upgrade and also just access to digestible women's health advice. Thank you so much for being here. You're amazing, and I look forward to having you join me on the next episode and the next series, the Gut Health series. Thanks for listening to the Well Body Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave me a review or share it with someone who needs to hear it. You can find more support, resources, and information on my website at www.beyondthebody.co. Until next time, I look forward to having you in the next episode.